Winning Lines. And here is your host, me. And there. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to Wonderwall and Winning Lines and all the things. And what's today's with? Is Winning Lines. It is indeed. I've been here the whole time. Always have been. I've just been waiting for you. That's all it is. Yes, welcome to the first episode of 2021's Winning Lines. There we go. We'll put that extra bit in there. And another sub coming through for a Royal Flush for 21 months. Yay. Thank you for the underwhelming text-to-speech, but yay is what you meant to say. Thank you very much for the 21-month resub. Greatly appreciated, Ben. So, yes, I don't know why the transition didn't play. I am putting that down to the fact that the OBS decided to do all sorts of weird stuff just then. That's the prediction apparently from Dev, and they are putting a subscription on the line for it. Thank you for the 5-month resub there, Dev. Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Matt the Ref. Oh, you're not even bothering with with the full quote now, Matt. Okay, but 100 bits, greatly appreciated as always. So yeah, don't know why the transition did its thing. It didn't do its thing, should I say? Because OBS decided at one moment that everything just stopped, and then it showed my webcam for like a couple of frames, and then it didn't, and then I don't know why that happened. I know I switched on an advanced scene switcher so that it can do the automatic switching between the intro and the coming soon screen. So that's an automated timer thing now. But I don't think that was the thing that made everything blow up. So I don't really know what happened with that. But we'll just go with it. I see there is a prediction going on. What is the prediction? Will anyone score 5+ on their winning line? Wow, that's a prediction and a half, isn't it? 66,000 Duke coin on the line say yes, and 32,000 Duke coin, 33,000 Duke coin on the line saying no. You've got an absolute letter. Well, I also should mention there is a new thing I've added to the 49ers. It's been a thing that's wanting to have happened for a while. It's just finally getting it to happen. Now, if you're eliminated or you advance through, you can also answer questions after that. So because you get doots for every question you get right, you can now answer on all of the questions, but it will still follow along for whatever answer you gave first, or whatever question you answered first on, as it were. So if you advance through on question number 1, then obviously you can't take any of the other positions, and you'll just sort of be ignored in the conditions for whether you are eligible to advance through because you've already done so. Similarly, if you get yourself knocked out on question number 1, then you are no longer eligible to be be picked on future questions. So it still has that rule in that if you give me a wrong answer, then you are eliminated. However, you can continue to answer now to get yourself some doots. And because of that, there's this whole madness now with the podiums in that you can be in like multiple states at the same time. You can be both eliminated and right, things like that. I've had to work around weird edge cases. It's winning doots. So yes, if you're fast, you last, except if you've already been eliminated or gone through, and if you're wrong, then you're gone. But if you've already done that, then you're not. Like, if you've gone through and already advanced, and then give me a wrong answer, then that wrong answer doesn't eliminate you from the list, as it were. You are still through. So there's lots of craziness going on. Schrodinger's doots, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. So there's all sorts of weird mishmash. It still has the same basic ideas, basic rules, just that once you've been eliminated or advanced through, you can continue to answer for dootness, as it were. Yes, we do indeed play for doots in this game, and there are still doots for predictions of that, which I have not done the doot bank code for. I still need to do that. I've just forgotten to do that because I was busy trying to get the sort of the free play mode of 49ers working, because I don't want people to be knocked out and then somehow getting on the next question, getting it right, and then actually getting through, because that's not the way the show works anyway. I don't know. I might be overcomplicating it. Might be I changed the rules just because it's Twitch. I don't know. But anyway, that's how it's going to be for now. Is still follows the same rules, but if you're eliminated or advanced already, then you can continue to answer freely at no risk, essentially, to get yourself some more doots. So you got to sort of bear that in mind as to whether you want to go a bit more ballsy or not with your answers. Okay, I think that's all I need to mention at the front of this. Obviously, I need to say hello to everyone in chat, because I've not done that, have I? Let's say hello to David and Ben and Scorecat, Top One Gaming, and Matt the Ref, and Liepiece, also now known as Maple Yamanote, welcome, and Clive Legend, Ben's J, Minky Puzzle Dan, Shapes, hello there, JWIT Oni, hello there, AB Me, Cut Quiz, welcome, Adster, Blue Jay Fox, hello there, Westernator, hello there as always, Inisk, Inca, Cetra, Arn Fetz, all the names, Dev, Procyon, Catnip, hello there, Catnip, just hopping in to say hi. Hello. Also Drahuska, also Cetra, I think I've already mentioned, and Connor, and Ape, and ABME, I think I've already mentioned, and Saberstar, hello there, and Quizbot, always good, and hello Mai, and everyone is checking their dootness, so I'm running out of space with this chat. Laser Sky, hello there. Itogi, hello. Colo, hello. Gruff, aka Arlo, hello there as well. Blue Jay Fox, aka Retrix, hello there. Now I can make that association. And Tide Boy, hello. And okay, I'm caught up. If only someone were to write a bot. I know, Ben. I just don't have that running because I already have enough open windows at the time. I just keep forgetting to turn that thing on and actually run it, because it will work. What I want to do is because I have an OBS control app which I use for my soundboard and that. What I actually considering doing is making that more as a sort of master control app, which will have things like people that are joining chat and also does my soundboard stuff and also any other OBS related things. So I might end up merging all of that into one master app or something, but we'll find out. So many open windows. What's the heating bill like? Ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Also, Whiskers is there. So I think we should get into the game. So let us press the button to reveal the lobby. And if you would like to play this first game of Winning Lights, you will need to enter in the room code, which is KVQO. KVQO. And already, nothing's happening. Oh no, there it is. What? It's being slow. Or is it? Just hang on. What's going on here? That was Clive. Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. It just had a moment. You see, those little stutters there are, if I didn't have the fix in for the bad threading, then it would have all fallen over. But I put the check in, so what it's doing is it's actually doing a block on the thread. Those that know multi-threading will know what that means. So it just sort of halts doing nothing until it finally catches up on that one particular issued command, and then finally everything floods through. So yeah, at least the game is alive. Let's put it that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on claiming a winning line ticket, which is a redemption in this chat. So you should now see, if you click the Duke Coin button, if you have enough Duke Coin to spend, that you can now start claiming some winning line tickets. What they are is that when we play the 49ers, we will find 6 players to advance through. What we do is we take the units numbers from the people that advance through, their podium numbers, and that generates a 6-digit number. You can then make a prediction on what you think that winning line will be. And if you are one of the closest to the winning line, then you'll get yourself some doots. Basically as simple as that. So as long as you send me a message with 6 digits in it, and just 6 digits, when you're doing that Doots coin redemption, then Quizbot should come back to you and say, your winning line has been accepted, good luck. Just be careful and don't spam the bot too much, otherwise it might overrun it, and yeah, we'll have a time. And of course there is the prediction there going on as well. I think the prediction is probably I don't know if it's closed, I can't see it on my window, but if it is open, then you could also do the prediction, which is based off of who out of these winning line predictions gets the best. So yeah, we're making a prediction on predictions. We're definitely going down the meta route here. And later on, we will probably do some National Lottery dootness. So we'll be returning to space, where you'll be again more random numbers, and hopefully you can earn some bigger jackpot prizes from that. So you can, in theory, win up to 100 million doots on that if you can get the jackpot. But to do so is sort of like a 1 in 14 million chance. I forget the exact odds, but I think it's something in that ballpark. We currently have, is that 39 players? I see. I think it is 39 players. So we do have space for another 10 in the front end of the game. So even if you are loitering, you're not particularly confident, then just put the room code in, KVQO. Don't necessarily have to play, but once you see how it works, then you can probably have a go and see how far you can get in the game. Oh, here we go. Random zombie. Count the doots. There it is, 17 doots for 17 months. Thank you very much for the 17-month resub there. You're one month away from making it a double Twitch baby, which is absolutely awesome that there are people out there supporting me for that long. I was wondering why the text speech was going slower and slower and lower, and then it started picking up the inflection again. I almost thought we were going to just sort of run out of pace on the doots. What was that? They all suppose what they like. The chat's disappearing so fast I can't read it because of all the redemptions. Any chance of a killing floor voice tonight? Oh, I haven't done that for a while. Yeah, I could probably get voice mod open later and do some of that. Have a bit of fun with some voice mod. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. So yeah. Get your redemptions in. I'll keep that open for about another minute or so, and also keep the lobby open for 1 more minute, and then we'll get this game underway. This first game, we will play 2 or 3 games today of winning lines. Hello, Whiskers. Are you all right? Oh, hello. Didn't like that. You didn't like that, did you? Well, do you want to? Well, hang on. You can't even see them. That helps. Hang on. Let me do this. Change the camera angle and Whisker space. There you go. You got the Whiskers there. So I forgot this game is the one where I'm not necessarily on screen all the time, so I have to actually directly cut away to see me. I'm here, I'm not. I'm here, I'm not. I'm here, I'm not. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. But. Thank you, Stream Deck. I don't think I was going that fast score count, but if that is on an epileptic fit level, then I do apologise. Don't mean to do so. Quizzy Dan's in. Hello, Quizzy Dan. How you doing this Friday? Meow. Right, you're gonna have to go. It's a bit close, isn't it, Matt? Okay. I'll keep that in mind in future. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds before I close this stuff off. We have Dan's. Do we have all 3 Dan's? So we have the Puzzle Dan. We have Quizzy Dan. Do we have Dan's quiz? Just get all the Dan's in. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and I'm closing the winning line ticket redemptions for now. It's good luck to all the redemptions that have come through. We'll see how well your predictions are. And, of course, we will see how well the predictions are on the predictions. God, the meta. What would happen if you submit the same ticket twice and it wins the jackpot? What, for the lottery, Samster? In that case, you would win the lottery twice over. Yeah, you'd win 2 jackpots. It doesn't split the pot, as it were. So, yeah, you would actually win 2 jackpots. So I'd be massively out of pocket if you did that. So if you wanted to completely front load your 1 in 14 million chance or something, then you can submit the same ticket 10 times in a row, I think, and it would give you 10 jackpots if that were to happen. This is why I'm not an official lottery. Right, we're going to get this game underway. We have 45 in, so nearly a full 49ers. Good luck to you all, and let's play Winning Lines. Use the command line number in chat if you want to know what podium you're at, if you're using anonymous avatars. Most of you are using customized avatars anyway, so you should be able to find yourself anyway. And this is how the first round works, the 49ers. You're going to be seeing a series of questions, the answer to which will be an integer somewhere in the range of 0 to 10,000. All you need to do is answer in public chat or whisper to QuizBot 3000 as quickly as you can if you are confident on the answer. Those that do answer, we will light you blue. Light you pink even. If you're correct, we will light you blue. If you're wrong, you'll be lighted red. If you are red, you do not want to be that because then you will be eliminated from the game. If you give me a wrong answer, then you cannot advance through to looking after number 1. However, you do not have to answer if you're not confident. You can abstain if you're not certain on a particular answer. Whoever answers correctly the fastest on each question will advance through to looking after number 1, and they will go through to the next round. And we rinse and repeat this until we have 6 people that advance through. Now, like I said at the front of the stream, there is an extra catch now. If you have been eliminated or you have advanced through, then you can continue to answer questions after the fact to earn yourself some doots, because you still do get doots on correct answers. There's like a flat fee. I can't remember how much it is, but you get a flat amount of doots for a correct answer. So even if you do knock yourself out on question number 1, you can continue to answer questions afterwards to try and get yourself some more doots. Simple as that. I mean, if you really that that picky or wanting just a single doot, we can correct your doots after the fact. So if you get a payout of some number of doots quizzing down, we can correct it and subtract it off again. That's basically as simple as it goes. So answer fast and you will last. Answer wrong, you're gone. Oh, that's snappier than normal. I like it. I like that. That's snappier than normal. Gone. Sorry. Yes, gone. There you go. I need that button. And because of the new sort of state where you can answer while being eliminated, there'll be a new sequence to deal with during the game. But I think you'll understand it when it comes through. So, if you're ready, good luck. Let's play Winning Lines. So get yourself ready in public chat or whisper to QuizBot 3000. It's going to be a numerical answer, integer, so no decimal places or anything like that. Don't worry about any commas or thousand separators. Just give me the digits. That should be fine. If you're all ready, fingers on those numbers. Here is question number 1. To the nearest day, how many days does it take for the moon to orbit the Earth? Kind of worried by this one, by the number of answers that have come through. Yeah, I'm kind of worried by this. Well, either way, we will light you pink if you played. 18 players have answered this question. The answer I have on my card... Now, it might be that there is a technical reason for this number, but it's not a standard answer that I would expect. But it's the one I have to accept because it's on my card. It's 27. The nearest day, it is 27 days for the moon to orbit the Earth. Not 28, which is what I thought. But hey-ho. So the exact number is 27.3. Ah, well, if that is the exact number, then rounded would be 27. That would make sense. I guess that I've always known it to be like 28 because it's a nice round number and it's like 4 weeks. I guess that's my take on that. So I would be wrong as well. Because I was looking at the answers coming through and it's like, there's a lot of people answering that same way. Is the question wrong? No, the question is absolutely valid, just a bit tricksy. So, what I will say is, if you did give me the answer of 27, we'll light you blue. If you gave me anything else, I will be lighting you red. All but one got that wrong. Answers are 28, 29, and there's also a 365 out there as well. Colo, you're the only one to get it right. So you'll be advancing through to looking after number one in a moment. But first of all, let's we have to say goodbye temporarily to the people with the wrong answers. But I will add that now that, although you have been eliminated, you can now answer the questions coming up afterwards to get yourself some doots. Just you can no longer, you're no longer eligible to advance through to looking after number one. That's all. However, Colo, you're the only one that is eligible to advance through to looking after number one because you gave me a right answer. So that means you will be advancing through to looking after number one. With a time of 6.368 seconds. Noom! Absolutely, we had to have that in there as well. So, Colo, you're the first one through to looking after number one. We lose the 3 and keep the 7, so the first digit in our winning line of this game is a 7. So if you have a 7 somewhere in your winning line, doesn't matter where it is, but as long as it's somewhere in there, then you are 1/6 of the way to a full winning line prediction. Everyone else, in fact, everyone can answer this question, so I'm not going to bother keep saying to the reigning players fingers on numbers because everyone can answer this question still. So everyone, fingers on numbers, but those that have not been knocked out yet, you are still eligible to advance through to looking after number one. So everyone, fingers on numbers. Here is question number 2. What number would you get if you multiplied the numbers that feature in the bands that release the singles Moves Like Jagger and Danger High Voltage together? What number would you get if you multiplied the numbers that feature in the bands that release the singles Moves Like Jagger and Danger High Voltage together? Okay, we will light you pink if you played. So now you'll see there we have a difference of intensities. Those that are brighter pink are still eligible to play. Those that are in the darker pink, they have been eliminated, but we are still marking you as pink as you have answered the question. The answer I have on my card here is 30. 30. That's the answer I was looking for. If you did give me 30, then I'll light you blue. If you gave me anything else, then I'm going to light you red. Those in the lighter blue there, they have already been knocked out, I believe, so are not able to advance through, but we'll see in a moment. A couple of wrong answers there. 11s, a 200 from Ape, 35, 7 and 10. Those are some of the wrong answers that came through. So those that did give me a wrong answer that are currently in red, we'll have to say goodbye. Now, who is eligible to be picked? There we are. Those 6 players are eligible to be picked to be advanced through to looking after number one. So, out of those 6, the third fastest player with a time of 8.098 seconds from the looks of things is Shapes. On podium number 34, you were third fastest. Faster than that, though, by about half a second, with a time of 7.59 seconds, is Lingomaniac. And the fastest player, not by much actually, by another 0.4 of a second, so 7.11 seconds, was Ralph Looping 1. You are the second player through to looking after number one there with a time of 7.111. Very good, very good. Like a time of 7 seconds with a question like that complexity, I think that's a really good time. So, Looping, you're the second player through, and would you look at that? I think we have a second 7 in our winning line. 7 and 7 in our winning line. Can we possibly make it 3 7s? I'm afraid not. all of the 7s have played. There's a AI at 27, but they won't play. So all of the 7s that can play have played. So it's going to be a maximum of 2 7s. And if you have those 2 7s somewhere in your winning line, then you're 1/3 of a way to a perfect prediction. Okay, 2 down, 4 to go. Everyone get ready, fingers on numbers. Here comes your question number 3. Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address famously began 77 years ago. Can you tell me, please, how many years that is? Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address famously began 77 years ago. Can you tell me, please, how many years that is? Okay, we'll let you pink if you played. We have 33 players answering this question. Correct answer we're looking for, well, let's do the maths on this. So a score, traditionally, I believe, is supposed to be 20. 4 score means 4 times 20, so that makes 80. And you add 7 to that, makes it 87. So the answer we're looking for is 87. If you gave me that, we'll light you blue. If you gave me anything else, then we're going to light you red. Got 4 players wrong there. Procyon, I think, missed a digit, went with only 8. Toshi, I think, went with a year, 1776. Maple Yamanote, possibly the same way, or just did not do the maths correctly on the scores, went with 177. And Top One Gaming went with 55. So, to you 4, got that wrong. To Toshi and Maple Yamanote specifically, you're going to be knocked out and going to be eliminated here. Now, who is eligible to be picked? We have 15 players eligible to be picked to advance through to looking after number 1. Third fastest, they're all sub 5 seconds, so this is some fast answering. Third fastest answer with a time of 4.8 seconds was Clive of Legend. He was not the fastest this time. Normally the one to be fastest, but not this time. Pause for tension with this subscription. Hello there, Sean. Welcome back. Thank you for the 3-month resub as well. You join us here at a tense time. Clive, only third fastest, so there were 2 people faster than them. In fact, I can actually say there are 3 people fastest, but one of them is not eligible to be picked. The fastest answerer is actually Ape out of this, but they cannot advance through due to the first question. However, out of those that can advance, second fastest with a time of 4. That sounds like a ritual. Thanks, Text Speech. Thank you for the 100 bits, Matt. Second fastest, only just though, 4.78 seconds, so 0.02 seconds faster than Clive, was Samster. Very close times there, but not the fastest. The fastest was faster by 0.28 seconds compared to that, on a time of 4.5 seconds. The fastest one was Inca. Inca was the fastest out of everyone. Very well played. But like I say, Ape actually had the fastest lock-in time with 4.118 seconds. Ape was the fastest with 4.118, but unfortunately was not eligible to advance. But Inca, you were, so you take that third position. We'll lose the 2, keep the 3, and the third digit in our winning line is a 3. So if you have 7, 7, and a 3 somewhere in your winning line, then you're halfway to a perfect prediction. Halfway through the round, we still have a few players in. Everyone, get ready. Fingers on numbers, because of course you can continue to answer for Doots even if you're eliminated. Get ready. Here is question number 4. Iowa was admitted to the US in 18 what? Just 2 digits needed. Iowa was admitted to the US in 18 what digits? Okay. We'll let you pink if you played. We have 10 players locking in an answer. Straight up knowledge it. The answer we're looking for was 1846. So we just want 46 on the end. If you gave me 46, we'll light you blue. If you gave me anything else, we'll light you red. 7 players going wrong there, but they've all been eliminated previously. Procyon and Toshi did get it right, but they have been eliminated previously, which means if I press the magic button, who is eligible to be picked? We have just one player. It is Diamond Ninja, who locked in just at the last moment with 15.194 seconds. Like, literally the last moment before the question closed out. And, well, aren't you glad you did so? Because you're the only one to get it right and be eligible to do so. So, Diamond Ninja, congratulations. You will go through to looking after number 1. To the winning line, we'll lose the 4 and keep the 2. And the 4th digit in our winning line is a 2. So 7732, if you have those 4 digits in your winning line, you're now 2/3 of the way to a perfect prediction. 2 more places to fill. How many do we have left to play? Still a few, still in play, ready to go. How many active players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We still have 19 from the looks of things active that have not been eliminated or advanced yet. Okay, everyone else, or no, everyone. I keep falling into my original pattern. Everyone can still answer. Just those that haven't been eliminated are eligible to advance through. So, everyone, fingers on numbers. Here is question number 5. If the show had run just long enough to require 20 more facts, Sandy Toksvig would have quizzed contestants about how many things you should know. If the show had run just long enough to require 20 more facts, Sandy Toksvig would have quizzed contestants about how many things you should know. Okay, we will light you pink if you played. 21 responders to this question. So I believe the game show in question here is 1001 things you should know. So if you add 20 to that, the answer we're looking for is 1021. If you gave me 1021, so those 4 digits completely, then we will light you blue. Anything else, we will light you red. 7 players got it right, 14 got it wrong. 4 players now being eliminated here. Adster with an answer of 121. Puzzle Dan, answer of 1001. Same with Score Count and Westernator 121. So, Score Count went with the straight answer. Westernator and Adster thought it was 101 things you should know. So, some fair guesses, but unfortunately not quite right. So, to you 4, along with the other 10 that got it wrong, we have to say goodbye. Now, who is eligible to be picked for looking after number 1? We have 2 players. We have, in no particular order other than alphabetical, Clive of Legend and We Like Shapes. And I can tell you, it's close. The times are very close. They are within 0.2 of a second. Less than 0.2 of a second, in fact. So, who was the fastest who fell short just by less than 0.2 of a second? I do have to reveal second place because that's how the code works. So in second place with a time of 5.928 seconds was Clive of Legend. He's been beaten again. So that does mean with a time of 5.764 seconds, it is We Like Shapes. Shapes, you take that spot in looking after number 1. Very well played. Like I say, very close up at the top there. So, to the winning line, we'll lose the 3 and keep the 4. And the 5th digit in our winning line now is a 4. 77324, currently in our winning line. If you by some coincidence have 5 of those digits, those 5 digits, then you just need 1 more digit to get a complete line. As to saying they have 4 or 5, let's find out. 1 more question, potentially. We can only move on if we do get someone to advance, though. So even if we do get some right answers, but no one eligible did answer rightly, then we will go to another question. So we could be sort of grinding for some doots here if we don't have anyone that advances. But to everyone, get ready. Fingers on those numbers. Here is question number 6. Finish the 2012 film title, Zero Dark. Finish the 2012 film title, Zero Dark. That's all we're looking for. Might as well give it a guess if you're eliminated. We'll let you pink if you played. We have 34 players answering this question. Can tell you the answer we're looking for is 30. 3-0. Zero Dark 30 was the title. So if you gave me 30, we'll light you blue. Anything else, then we will light you red. We only got 3 players go wrong there. We had Asta with 12, Puzzle Dan going with the meme 69, nice, and Laser Sky went with 100. Unfortunately, to Laser Sky, the only one that's not been knocked out yet, we do have to say goodbye to you. And who is eligible to be picked? 9 players eligible to be picked. We have quite a wide range of times, but it's quite close up to the top 3. There were, in fact, 2 players that answered quicker than the top answerer here that's eligible. Unfortunately, of course, they were knocked out earlier. Once again, we had 8 Minky and we had Procyon. Those are the fastest, but they are not eligible. Let's go through the eligibles, though. So, 3rd place, with a time of 4.463 seconds, was Charlemagne. Fast, but unfortunately not fast enough. In fact, you'll be very surprised to see that we are down to the 1,000th of a second here because it came through on the same frame. In 2nd place, on exactly the same time, even down to the 10,000th of a second on my end. It's the real Dev. So you two were tied on the same frame. They came through exactly the same frame on my end. That's how close it got. So, there was one player that was faster than that by half a second. Who was faster than Dev and Charlemagne by half a second? With a time of 3.958 seconds is... Samster is rounded to 396 apparently. But Samster, you take the final spot. Look at those times there. So even bringing in the 1,000th of a second, it still came to pass that they came through on the same frames, so they got judged the same time. Whew, close, very close. And no Clive. Yes, indeed, no Clive advancing through to looking after number 1 this time round. That is quite surprising. Well, Samson, you take the final spot. We lose the 4 and keep the 8. Last digit in this winning line is an 8. And as always, we shall now do this in ascending numerical order. So the winning line is 2, 3, 4, 7, 7, 8. So that is the winning line that came to pass. Now, let's find out. How close did we get prediction-wise? Who had the best predictions? Quite a few, and it did match 5, so those that did predict 5 or more, you will be getting the win on the prediction match-up. I need to quickly scroll to the message so that I don't lose the names, because I need to award them some doots. So, let me quickly do this and do this. So, to the winners, the spoils go, and we go. Connor M27, you get yourself some doots. Add the doots to Kramdos. Welcome, Kramdos. Good prediction. 5,000 doots to you. To Ben's J. Congratulations. 5,000 doots. To Shadowmane. Congratulations. 5,000 doots. And to Maple Yamanote. Let's see if this actually has converted you over. There we go, 5,000 doots extra to you. You're up to 9,010 doots. Hello there, awesome pack player. Welcome, welcome. I am doing well. So, that is the first round. Congratulations there to the players. Do we want to go to... Hang on, we have a Weemers. Kappa. Thank you for the 21-month resub. No, you can earn those 21 doots, though, Weemers. Yeah, this game can be quite the money spinner sometimes. Do we want to do National Lottery now, or do we want to do that on the second game? I probably only want to do one national lottery in the stream, so probably end up doing it on the second game. Probably makes sense. So we'll get to that afterwards. Yeah, second game. We'll do it on the second game. So we'll just move straight on to looking after number one in a moment. Congratulations to the victors of that prediction there. And we will sort out doing some more predictions later on in the stream. Absolutely, you gotta warm up your voice, and clearly I need to do that. Do the the lottery draw in that voice as well. Okay, to the Super 6 then. Let's move on and let's play looking after number one. So we welcome Looping 1 at podium 17, Inisk or Inca at podium 23, Shapes at podium 34, Colo podium 37, Diamond Ninja podium 42, and Samster rounding off podium number 48. They're all a bit sort of separate, really. I mean, there's 34 and 37 next to each other, I guess. But lots of odd numbers, a couple of primes up there as well, from lots of things. So this could be an interesting game. Unfortunately, I don't have it able for everyone to answer questions in this round, so it's just down to the Super 6 to answer here. So yeah, it's only the 49ers that I've actually added extra stuff in. So everyone else just sit tight to the Super 6. Here's a quick words are hard. Here's a quick rundown of the rules. So pretty much like the first round in the 49ers, except the answers are only going to be the 6 answers you see before you. First person to answer will buzz in, essentially. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it is your own number, then you will keep yourself in play. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it is someone else's number, you will knock that other person out. If you buzz in with a wrong answer, though, regardless of if it's your number, someone else's number, or another number entirely, then you will knock yourself out of the game. If no one answers the question in the time, then whoever should have answered to keep themselves in play will get knocked out instead. And we keep doing this, rinse and repeat, until only one player remains. Simple as that. So, good luck to you, Super 6. Just get yourself ready in public chat or whisper. If you are using public chat when an answer has come through, what I would recommend is to say something else completely differently in chat, just so that you can then freely answer the same answer if it comes up within a 30-second window. Otherwise, Twitch won't allow you to say the same thing in a 30-second window. Just as a recommendation for technical reasons. Okay, good luck to you all. Let's play looking after number one. Good luck to you all. Yes, I'm still here. Hi. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes the question. Which number comes before skidoo to give an American phrase meaning to leave quickly? Samster. You say 23. Answer we're looking for was... It is indeed 23 skidoo. You're absolutely right, Inca. You got beaten to the buzzer there. Does mean, unfortunately, it's an early departure. We have to say goodbye to you, and you're in the dark. And just like that, we're down to 5. Remaining players, fingers on numbers. Here's the next question. What jersey number was worn by Jackie Robinson and has since been retired by all Major League Baseball teams? Looping 1. Went with 42. Answer we're looking for was... 42. It is the correct answer. Very well played. Unfortunately, Diamond Ninja, that was your number. You should have answered it to keep yourself in play. We have to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And then there were 4, 17, 34, 37, 48 left in play. Remaining 4 fingers on numbers. Here's the next question. In long scale numbers, where each illion is 1,000,000 times greater than the last, how many zeros would there be in an octillion? Good luck. 5 seconds. Looping 1 answering. Went with 48. Possibly thinking because they're always going to be in groups of 3, that you're looking for a multiple of 3. Was 48 the only multiple of 3 left in play, I wonder? Answer I was looking for was... 48. It is the right answer. Samster, you did not answer in time. We have to say goodbye, and you're in the dark. And then there were 3, 17, 34, 37 left in play. So the remaining 3 fingers on numbers. Here's your question. How many slots are there on a European roulette wheel? Shapes. Say 37. Can also say Lupine 1 also said 37. Colo did not say anything at all. Answer we're looking for was... It is indeed 37. 1 through 36 and the 0 makes 37. So Colo, unfortunately, beaten to the buzzer there. And we have to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And we are left with Lupine at number 17. And multiply that number by 2 and you have Shapes at 34. Bit late there, Colo. Bit late there with that answer. Might need to refresh the stream, potentially. A refresh chat. So, one of you will advance through to the Wonderwall and earn potentially up to 1 million doots. The other, unfortunately, will just take second place. To you two, fingers and numbers. Here's your question. There is port of it, no exceptions, is commonly known on the internet as Rule What? Lupine. You went with 34. I can also reveal Shapes did also say 34, but shortly after. The answer we looked for was... It is indeed Rule 34. Never thought I'd say that on Winning Lines, but there you go. So Shapes unfortunately did not answer fast enough, which means Lupine 1, Ralph! You're going to be advancing through to the Wonderwall. Very well played. Oh, there you go. Just like that, when knowledge of internet message boards, I guess, is a way of describing them, helps you to earn the win. Very well played. The internet rules, indeed. So, Lupine 1, let's take a waltz over. And this is the Wonderwall. I know you know how this works. Let's quickly go over it for everyone else that's playing along at home. You're about to see a Wonderwall of 49 answers, each with a number 1 through 49. You'll then see a question to which the answer will be up there somewhere on the wall. You just need to give me the number associated to the answer on the board. If you do so, you'll get your correct answer and you'll move up the money ladder. 20 correct answers and you'll get 1 million doots. If you give me a wrong answer though, you get a strike, 3 strikes, and you are out. You can pass up to twice in this game. So just say the word pass to do so. There is also some pits, so if you are struggling to find an answer, you can stop the clock for 15 seconds by saying pit or pit stop to get yourself a pit stop, and there are 2 pit stops available in the game. 4 minutes on the clock to get that million doots. Of course, when we get to near the end of the game, so 2 strikes or 30 seconds left on the clock, then bailout will become active, and you must either bail before the time is up to take the prize, or get up to that million doots beforehand and it will auto bail on a million doots for you. Simple as that. Are you ready to play, Lupine? I hope you are. Hoping for the best for you here. Good luck. And let's play Wonderwall! Reveal the answers, please! Of course, there are some speed controls that you're aware of if you need to do that, and also left, middle, and right if you need to move to a specific area of the wall. Good luck to you, Lupine 1. Here comes your first question. Who was the first wife of King Henry VIII? Looking to the left. It's Catherine Aragon, correct. A foot is equivalent to 12 what? I'm stumbling over my words today. Looking to the right, is it there? It's up there somewhere. You're gonna pitch, you can't find it. Well, use this time to try and find it. A foot is equivalent to 12 what? Only have 1 correct answer, but this is early in the game, so just using the time to have a look at the board. And if you're ready, we are now back in play. There it is, 29 inches is correct. Beyonce Knowles was part of which 90s girl group? Destiny's Child is correct. Who stars as Dr. Rumack in the film Airplane? Gonna pass it. In the game Black Maria, part of the Hearts family, which playing card is worth 13 penalty points? Queen of Spades is correct. Which brand of VR headset includes the Rift and Quest models? Oculus is correct. What country does the games company Sega originate from? USA is correct. A long-running series of Bimani rhythm games are called Poppin' what? Music is correct. Katniss Everdeen is the heroine in which 2012 movie? Hunger Games is correct. What is the name of the photo of a green hill and blue sky with clouds that became the default? Bliss is correct. Very well played. Surname. Which artist had a hit with the 2004 song Toxic? 2.5 minutes left. Currently 9 correct answers. You're well on your way to getting the million doots. That's there somewhere. Just the surname. Spears is correct for Britney Spears. Which Matt was announced in March 2020 to be taking over Sandy Toxic's position as presenter of the Great British Bake Off? Lucas is correct. Which installment in the Doom franchise was released in March of 2020? Eternal is correct. Less than 2 minutes now. Who hosted Jeopardy from its premiere until 1979? One minute 45 left. Art Fleming is correct. What TV program is set in Sun Hill Police Station? The Bill is correct. 6 away. Purple Haze was a song by what guitarist? Jimi Hendrix is away. 5 away. What completes the sequence? Connections, sequences, connecting wall, blank. Missing Vowels is correct. 4 away. What is the first name of the Hollywood actor nicknamed Bogey? 1 minute 20 left. You still have 1 pit. You can pass a 1. Humphrey is correct. 3 away. Parker and Barrow were surnames of which infamous criminal duo? Still nothing wrong yet. Bonnie and Clyde is correct. 2 away. If Ash went on Fort Boyard and took on the Lut, what would he most likely to grapple in the mud with? Oh, who would he be? Mr. Boo is correct. 1 away. 1 minute left. In a purely botanical sense, what is a pumpkin? You can guess it and get it wrong and go to the question. You can also pit. You can also pass. 50 seconds left. It's a fruit. 45 seconds left. Who served as the president of Nigeria from 2010 to 2015? You can still get another one wrong and continue. 35 seconds left. You still have that pit, remember. Good luck, Jonathan is correct. And there it is. A 1 million doot winner on Winning Lines. Just like that. And let's quickly look at that question. The one question you passed. Who stars as Dr. Rumack in the film Airplane? It is, of course, Leslie Nielsen. But who cares? You just got yourself a million doots. And yeah, it definitely tosses it up. You now have 1,294,349 doots. Just like that. Amazing. Very well played, Ralph. There's some great answers in there. And good use of the pit stop early to take a quick stock of the board before really getting into the game. And casual 31 seconds left on the clock and a pit stop. So really you had about 46 seconds left on the clock to deal with. And only 1 pass used and 1 strike used. So just a very great game. Very great game. Can't deny that game at all. So a poor question helps Ralph to win 1 million doots. I guess so. Well, let's do it all again, eh? Let's do it all again. Let's go to the void. Let's start the game up again. Uno mas indeed. And of course, we have to have the intro sequence. So here's your host, me. Hello. I was going to activate the voice mod, but it actually looks like I haven't reinstalled it since my PC needed reinstalling, so I'm going to have to reinstall that at some point. So I'll do that over this lobby, I guess. So if you'd like to play in this game of Winning Lines, you'll need the room code, which is UUCC. UUCC is what you need to give. And let's switch the winning line tickets on as well. So if you'd like to claim the winning line, then you can do that as well. Choose an account to continue to that. I forget what account I used to log in with voice mod. So it's going to download something and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. How are you doing out there anyway? It's a Friday. I'm about to go to the weekend. Anyone got any exciting plans for the weekend? The bot seems to be a bit struggling, doesn't it? Inca just came through. Maybe I'm just going to switch the redemptions off temporarily. I'm just going to turn the redemptions off temporarily to give the bot a chance. Yeah, here it goes. Here it goes. Now it's catching up. Your plan for the weekend is to go insane dealing with Lure. Oh, wonderful. Gotta love Lure. I've certainly noticed my... Yeah, I know what my plans are. I'm just asking the wider world if they have any specific plans or not. Redemptions are back online now, so you can catch up. Paint the basement, hang and mount protection screen and surround sound. Ooh, very nice, Jasons. I need to get me some disc plates and put them on the wall in here because I mean, look at the walls. They're a bit barren, aren't they? It's a bit plain. So might get some disc plates and put some art or stuff on the wall. So that's sort of my plan, is go shopping and get things to make this look pretty. Because you all have been super generous with your donations over the past couple of months or so, I'd say, really. I'll be able to do that. Desktop shortcut, quick look shortcut. No, I don't care about those. Just install, please. Thank you. I'm hoping I don't have to install another version of VoiceMod in the moment just to make it go pro. But we'll find out. Also, my mic might just... Hello? As if it would happen exactly as I would mention the fact that it would happen. I was like, it's installing, so it's likely going to install some audio drivers, so I might disappear for a moment audio-wise, and it did it exactly that time. And that's the... Don't worry, that's the music fading off because I don't have it looping. VoiceMod is now activating, so just be careful that I might disappear in a moment. Up. Apparently we're summoning the Titan. Optimizing the meme sounds, because that's definitely a thing I want to do. Conifer trees, yeah. We can do some conifer trees in a moment. But it's not doing much at the moment. It's still firing up the engine. Why does it take so long? I'm sure the last time I had VoiceMod on here, it didn't take this long to start up. Honestly. This is taking forever. Oh, it's now saying procrastinating because of course it is. Welcome to VoiceMod. Please. I probably Twitch. Probably install with Twitch, so let's just do that. Makes sense that I would auth it with my Twitch account. Does it know that I'm a pro? Select my microphone. Yes. Select your headphones. Yes. I can hear that. Yes. Cool. Don't want to hear myself anymore. Now, microphone needs to change to... Use the voice mod. Oh, guess what? It's not refreshing the devices, is it? Oh no, it is. There it is. Here we go, while I try and figure out how to do the thing. Settings. Output to... that, yes. That should just do it, right? Because it doesn't affect the actual audio of the microphone channel, does it? So if I were to do this, for example, I'm not in a cave, am I? Did that sound like I'm in a cave? No, that's just my voice, isn't it? That is just my voice. Hi. Hi. Okay, I can hear that. Hear the beeps. I can hear the beeps. Try. This is a fine how do you do. Let me see if I can just configure it to output to a different channel and do it that way. I can just do hear myself but hear it to a different audio channel. So if I go here on cable B like that, voice changer, and then change microphone to listen to that channel. Right, I'm not bothering with it because it's just not working for some stupid reason. Probably because things are already running and they don't want to be running when I start them up. So we'll do that another time because it's not working and I can't be bothered to be on stream doing literally nothing for 20 minutes while you watch me struggle with technology. So we're just going to continue on. Okay, let's close off the winning line tickets in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gone. Winning line, yeah, 23 is not a winning line, Connor. You can't put 23 in. You can't do that. Okay, we've got 43 players in. Well, you did press the enter key, apparently. So, if you're ready to play, I'm still here. Hi there. Cool. Ready to play. Let's play some winning lines. There we all are. Again, say my number in chat if you want to know what podium number you're at, if you're using one of those anonymous avatar type things. Let's quickly go over the rules. I think you all know it by now, but let's quickly go over what? Oh, right, well, I probably could do that at some points, but I need to actually do it and working, get it working on my end. So, 49ers, there's going to be some questions, the answers to which will be numbers. Answer fast and answer correctly, and you'll advance through to looking after number 1. If you don't do either of those things, then you might not. If you answer incorrectly, then you'll get eliminated, but you can still continue to answer questions for doots after the fact. And we keep doing this until we have 6 players that advance through to looking after number 1. Simple, really. Fast, last, etc., etc., yeah. Question right and fast, good. Question right and not fast, it's okay. Question wrong, don't do that. Okay, are we all ready to play? I think we are. So, get ready to play some winning lines. So, summary, don't do question wrong, basically. But if you do question wrong, then you can continue to answer afterwards. Just can't advance to round 2. Don't do a wrong or else you're... I didn't hear that. The soundboard played it. I could see the indicator for it, but I didn't hear it. Why could I not hear that? Soundboard, why did I not hear that? What? Stop playing it at all now. Yeah, I know you heard it. I could see the indicator, but I can't hear it, and I can't re-trigger it now. What the heck? What's going on? Voice mod. Voice mod's definitely done a thing. Naughty voice mod. Anyway, we'll move on and things. Anyway, get ready. Fingers up numbers and all that. Good luck. Here comes question number 1. The rock band formed in Poway, California in 1992 is called Blink what? Hopefully a nice easy one to start with. The rock band formed in Poway, California in 1992 is called Blink what? Okay. We'll let you pick if you played. 32 players answering this question. And we're looking for Blink 182. 182 is what we're looking for. If you gave me 182, we'll light you blue. Anything else, we're going to light you red. Just puzzle down at podium number 36 going wrong there with a typo missing off the 1 at the front there. Just went with 82. I'm afraid that is a wrong answer, so you will be knocked out, but don't forget you can continue to answer for Doots afterwards. So for now, I have to say goodbye. To the remaining 31, though, they got it right. I mean, you're all eligible to be picked, so let's turn you all gold. Look at that. So nice. So nice to see so much gold early on. But only one will get through to looking after number 1. Who was the fastest? Well, we'll start off with number 3. So third place, with a time of just over 4 seconds, was 8Minky. Fast, but not fastest this time. Second fastest, with a time of 3.74 seconds, was The Real Dev. Again, fast, but just not fast enough. Fastest player this time round, at a time of 3.61 seconds, roughly speaking, is... It's Clive of Legend this time round, finally getting there. Takes the first position, and will advance through to looking after number 1. So now, Clive can't take any positions, but of course he can continue to answer for some extra Doots. So, Clive, we lose the 1 to keep the 0, so the first digit in this winning line is going to be a 0. An interesting start. So if you have a 0 somewhere in the winning line, then you are 1/6 of the way to a full prediction. So we've only seen 1 player knocked out and 1 player advanced. So only 2 players are no longer eligible to advance through, but everyone is still able to answer. So everyone, get ready, fingers on numbers. Here comes question number 2. Assuming a typical adult male has all of their adult teeth apart from 1 of their wisdom teeth, how many teeth are in their mouth? Assuming a typical adult male has all of their adult teeth apart from 1 of their wisdom teeth, how many teeth are in their mouth? Kind of awkwardly described here, but it is a question. We'll like your pick if you played. 17 players answering this question. So, a full set of teeth would be 32. That's including the wisdoms, but we're missing a wisdom tooth. So take 1 off of that, and your answer you're actually looking for is 31 on this question. If you gave me 31, I will be lighting you blue. If you gave me anything else, then I'm afraid we're going to be lighting you red. I think the majority of people getting that one wrong just went with a full set of 32 and they didn't read the full question, didn't see the extra -1 in there. We also did have an answer of 10 from Laser Sky, an answer of 20 from Danny Lee, and an answer of 22 from Ben's J. So we're going to be saying goodbye to 6 players, but as I say, even if you are eliminated, you can continue to answer future questions for some Doots. 10 players got it right, and all of them are eligible to advance through to looking after number 1. So, third fastest with a time of 8.298 seconds was Inca. Third fastest on that particular question there. Second fastest with a time of 8.057 seconds was Saberstar. Very good answer, but unfortunately not the fastest. Fastest player by nearly a second ahead of Saberstar with a time of 7.180 seconds. He even said he stuttered a bit before answering. It was Samster. Well done, Samson. You take the second spot. Some good answers, though. Quite close at the top four. 8 Minky up to Samster there in the sub 9 second brackets. So we'll lose the 3 and keep the 4. Second digit in our winning line is a 4. 0 and 4 in our winning line. If you have those 2 digits somewhere, then you're a third of the way to a full prediction. We've said goodbye to a couple of players there, getting knocked out. But as I say, even if you are knocked out, you can continue to answer now for some doots. So everyone, again, fingers on those numbers. Here comes question number 3. What is the minimum age for someone to become a senator in the United States? What's the minimum age for someone to become a senator in the United States? Do you chance it? Okay, we will like your pick if you played. We have 10 chances going for this question. The answer that I have on my card that we're looking for is 30. So if you gave me 30, then we will light you blue. If you gave me anything else, then we're going to light you red. Some of the wrong answers here. Standard sort of wrong answers. 18, 21. There's a 22 in there. Matt the Ref going much closer, though, with 35. Unfortunately, the wrong answer just went a bit too far. Matt the Ref is the only one there that could have been eligible, but has now been knocked out. So, Matt, we have to say goodbye. Out of the 4 that got it right, though, 3 are eligible to advance through. Third fastest, with a time of 9.496 seconds, was Jack Wilfred. Pretty good. Not fast enough, though. Ahead of you by about 0.4 of a second with a time of 9.069 seconds. It's milk-like substance. Again, pretty fast, but not fast enough. However, with a time of 4.6695 seconds on my end, so clear by 4 seconds and a bit, was the real Dev. 4.669. Absolutely trounced the competition on that particular answer. I can also say Holgamat did give me a right answer, but they got knocked out earlier. Their time was 6.971, so sort of slap bang in the middle there between first and second place. So very well played, Dev. You have advanced through. You take the third place. We lose the 4 and the 0. Lose the 4, keep the 0. And we now have another 0 in the winning line. 040. So if you've got 2 zeros and a 4 in your winning line, you're now halfway to a full prediction. Saturated over 3. Good to hear. It's good to hear, Toshi. So, halfway through the game. Still quite a few players eligible. Remaining... Oh, everyone. That is... I keep falling into that pattern. I need to not do that because now everyone can answer. Just need to keep telling myself. Anyway. Everyone, get ready. Fingers on numbers. Here comes question number 4. If Atlas releases 26 more numbered Persona games, what number will appear in the title of the last one? How hot are you on your Persona numbers? If Atlas releases 26 more numbered Persona games, what number will appear in the title of the last one? Okay. I mean, we're just looking at the sort of the numbers here. We don't care about any sort of offshoots of the same number with a different variation. I think we're just looking at numbers here. Nevertheless, we will light you pink if you played. So we have 19 players answering this question, of which 6 players have either been knocked out or advanced through, so they're not eligible. So 13 players potentially up for grabs here. Answer that I was looking for here, because I think the most recent edition was Persona 5. So if you do 5 plus 26, we're looking for 31. If you gave me the answer of 31, we will light you blue. Anything else, we will light you red. Everybody that did answer did get a right answer, so you're all getting some doots. However, we now look to the 13 players that are eligible to advance through. Let's go through the fastest. So the third fastest with a time of just shy over 6 seconds is our previous winner, Looping 1. Fast, but unfortunately not fast enough. Second place with a time of 5.668 seconds. Might even round to 669, I don't know. But with a time of 5.6 ... is Dogfish. Again, fast, but not fast enough. Ahead of Dogfish by about half a second with a time of 5.1345 seconds was Charlemagne. You finally got in. Very well played. You are through to looking after number 1 with a great time there. Just a hair over 5 seconds. A lot of people getting it right, though. Everyone that get it right, very well played, and dukes to you all. Charlemagne, we lose the 0 and keep the 8. And the 4th digit in this winning line is an 8. We're keeping it even. 0408. If you have those 4 digits, then you are 2/3 of the way to a full prediction. So we continue on. We've got a sort of kind of diagonal line forming in the 49ers here. I don't know if that trend is going to continue though. Okay, we're moving on to question number 5. Everyone, get ready. Fingers on numbers. Here is question number 5. How many days are in all the months that begin with the letter M? Oh. How many days are in all the months that begin with the letter M? Tricksy question, this. So, very tricksy question, this, if you didn't read it properly. We'll let you pick if you played. 20 players answering this question. So, let's just go through the calendar. We'll hit some M's. So, January, no. February, no. March, yes. So, that's 31 days in March, I believe. Then we have April, no. May, that's an M. That's another 31 days. So that makes a total 62 for now. Then we go June, no. July, no. August, no. September, no. October, no. November, no. December, no. So it's just 2 months. And we are looking for the answer on my card is 62. So we're looking for all of the days in all the months. So not necessarily that both of them have 31, but actually we're looking for 31 and 31 to make it 62. So, if you gave me the answer of 62, we will light you blue. Isn't that nice? There's a nice rhyme there. If you gave me anything else, I'm afraid we will be lighting you red. It's kind of a 50-50 split here. 11 got it right, 9 got it wrong. Of those that got it wrong are now being eliminated. Jack Wilfred with 180. Royal Flush with 5. Can't Quiz Work Quiz with 1. Maple Yamanote with 61. Oh, just one off. Maple Yamanote, just a one off. To 4, we have to say goodbye. You have been eliminated now. Out to the 11. Who was eligible? 9 players are eligible to advance through to looking after number 1. Third fastest this time. They're all slower times because it took a little while for people to process the question, I presume. The third fastest time with 12.755 was Milk-like Substance. Pretty fast, but not fast enough. Ahead of you by 2.75 seconds with a time of basically 10 seconds on the clock was Cetra. So close, but unfortunately not fast enough. First place beat you by 0.016 seconds, which is essentially a couple of frames, if that. So it was very close. 0.16, in fact, would be 1 frame at 60 frames per second. So that's how close it got here. With a time of 9.9840 seconds, it was Inca. You take that spot just ahead of Cetra. Like I say, 9.984 versus 10.001. That's how close it got. So Inca, we lose the 4 and keep the 9, and the 5th digit in our winning line breaks the even trend, and we are now with a 9. 04089. One more number to find. and then we will resolve to see who got the best winning line. Everyone, get ready. This could be the last question. If you haven't been knocked out yet, then you are still eligible to advance through. So you may as well consider answering, even if you're not certain on the answer. And everyone that has been eliminated, you might as well answer because there is no penalty at all because you have already been knocked out. Everyone get ready. Fingers on numbers. Here comes question number 6. What number is represented by the Roman numeral XXXI? What number is represented by the Roman numeral XXXI? You might as well have a guess if you don't know. Okay, well, like your pink if you played. Lots of answers, 37 answering the question. That's what we like to see. So, Roman numerals. X is 10, I is 1. 3 X's in a row makes 30. Add the what I on the end for 1 makes 31. If you gave me 31 is your answer, I'm going to light you blue. If you didn't, then I'm going to light you red. So, Blue Jay Fox went with 301, Weemos with 41, Saberstar with 36. Can also say Shadowmane with 301, Matt the Ref with 3001, Clive of Legend with 301. So I'm afraid to those 3, Blue Jay Fox, Weemos and Saberstar that were still in play, we now have to say goodbye. And out of the 31 that got it right, who is eligible? 22 players are still in contention here to advance through. And my oh my, it was very tight at the top. Very tight at the top. In fact, I can tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, top 14 players were all within 1 second. Top 14 players were all within 1 second of each other. That's how tight it is. If it is that tight, I'm actually going to go through the top 10. So, Adster with a time of 5 seconds, pretty much on the nose. Then it was Cramdos, 4.923. Then Arden Fets, 4.772. Tied on the same frame was Connor with 4.772. Then it was Diamond Ninja, 4.711. Tipster, 4.566. Oni and Score Count on the same frame, 4.546. Mick Like Substance just 1 frame ahead of that, 4.516. Then Shapes pretty much 1 frame ahead of that, 4.458. Then Lupine a few frames ahead of that, 4.225. That leaves us with, in no particular order other than alphabetical, AB Me, 8 Minky, and Dogfish. Those are the top 3 times. Top 3 answerers, should I say. And they were within 0.13 of a second of each other at the top here. In third place, a very good time in most circumstances, but unfortunately only third fastest, with a time of 4.2075 seconds on my clock. Congratulations to AB Me, but unfortunately not fast enough. Second fastest, with a time of 4.140 seconds. Again, pretty damn fast, but just not fast enough on this question, was Ape Minky, which means our fastest player with a time of 4.079 seconds was Dogfish 44. Very well played. Getting that answer in just in the nick of time, and just look at those times. Look at them all. Just unbelievable how tight it was. And to round it all off, last digit going to our winning line will lose the 1 and keep the 3. And the last digit is a 3. So, in order, it is 003489. Now, let's find out who made the best prediction. Just Shadowmane with a match of 5. Just Shadowmane getting some doots here. Very well played, getting another 5,000 doots to Shadowmane. They did get 5,000 in the previous game, but the only person to get a match of 5 this time round was Shadowmane PX41. Very well played indeed. I need to fix the pluralization of that sentence, but hey ho. Congratulations. So, we need to do the lottery. So, I am going to bring up the National Lottery. I'm actually going to pause winning lines so that it's not running in the background. I'm going to pause it. And let's go to... Or should I pause it because then it won't do the ping pong? No, I need to keep it running so it does the ping pong. Let me find the lottery. Where is the lottery? There is the lottery. They're all looking to Shadowmane now for the lottery numbers. All of the commands. I might have to put a timer on that to like a cooldown period to stop people from spamming the message all the time. But hey ho. Just gonna wait for the lottery to load up. Hi, I'm still here. We will do one more game after this. So do sit tight if you didn't get through to looking at number one this time. We also have one more chance later on. Oh, In It to Win It is open. I don't want that scene. I want the other scene. Game scenes. I want probably sample scene because that's the default scene name. And I was lazy. Yeah, I was lazy. There you go. So let's pop this over here like that. That is a lottery machine. And I am going to press the play button. Hopefully it's going to connect. And it's going to play the music. Oh shit, where's the button? Where's the button? Where's the button?
Live on twitch.tv/AT_bash. It's the National Lottery Draw live from space.
There it is.
I'm Toadboy123, the voice of the Blunderballs, and with me as always is Ash the Bash.
Hi, I'm here. So that still works. I just remembered where that was. Yeah, that was just a vanilla one, unfortunately. I mean, I could press the pre-intro again.
Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. But you know what else is coming out of the cages today? The balls. That's right, it's time for the National Lottery Draw live from space.
Space. There we go. That's a better one. That's a slightly less vanilla version. Right. Let's open up the ticket office. So claim a lottery ticket, claim a lucky dip lottery ticket. So the ticket office should now be open. Hopefully it works. So in that you'll need to give me 6 separate 2-digit numbers if you want to claim a specific ticket. Hang on. It's not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything? Hello. Stop. It's not responding. Why isn't it responding? Oh, I know why. Yeah, I need to load the balls first. So, score, can those all be refunded? All those ones that are sitting there, can they be refunded? Thank you. Let me press the button first then. Lottery machine. Load the machine. There we go. Now, try it now. Try it now. Hey, there we go. We got there in the end. So, you can see the tickets flying past on the ticket stream at the top there. So, yeah, 6 digits. 1 through 49. We are using the older UK lotto system here. And yeah, you can win up to 100 million doots if you get the jackpot. If you get all 6 main numbers. This machine will draw 6 main numbers and then 1 bonus ball, which is for all of the prizes from 3 balls to 5 balls. You can also get a bonus ball on top of that to get a better prize. And hopefully it all will work. My throat is dry. There we go. So yeah, this is a lottery machine. It is what it is. I mean, you can have a look behind the scenes if you want. You can't see much of a lottery machine there because we are zoomed so far out. Let's zoom in. There you go. Now you can see the lottery machine in all its splendor. Yeah, you're getting a behind the scenes look here. In fact, you know what? Let's go inside the lottery machine because why not? There you go. Here's a shot you would never normally see. Shot of inside the lottery machine. The frame rate is hideous, but there you go. It'll do. So yeah, this is sort of my first major foray into these sort of physics-based things. Those that have been on the Discord recently will have noted that I've gotten a WOL now, so a wheel of flexibility. So that's sort of like the Wheel of Fortune thing, but you can customize it to whatever wedges you want. And I've also been doing a WAHL, WAHL, which I need to figure out a sort of a backronym for, and that is for simulating the wall from the game show called The Wall. The Wall. I cannot press gone, apparently. The gone button is gone. I can't press it. It's not doing anything. The gone button is just gone. It's just dead. So yeah, been doing that stuff, and that's some more physicsy based things. National Flexibility Machine soon. I suppose I could possibly make this a thing that people can use. I know that I made the special version for In It to Win It, so it's entirely possible I could make a sort of a fun time version of this. Just take the Twitch integration out, and then that's basically it. Yeah, I suppose I could do something like that in future. So 1 more minute of tickets. I'm not going to bother going back to the studio and coming back again. Might as well just do the draw right now rather than just trying to do 2 things at the same time. So yeah, 1 more minute. So 1 more minute of ticketing, and then we'll close the ticket office, and then we'll draw the balls, and then we'll see how well you all do. If you want to know what the payout brackets are. Oh, sorry, the jackpot is actually I changed it. It's not 100 million. It's actually 50 million. My bad. It's actually half what I thought it was. You know what? Don't care. I'm changing it to 100 million because that's what I said. So I promised 100 million. The jackpot is now 100 million. So you can go all the way from a payout of 1 if you match a single ball up to 100 million as the top prize if you can match all 6 main balls. And may the odds be ever in your favour, essentially. And my phone is making noises. Why is my phone making noises? Because people are going online on Twitch. Well, Twitch, you should know that I'm currently streaming, so you shouldn't be bothering me with people going online. But hey ho. And yes, I know I've spent that much. Thank you, Barclays. All right, 10 seconds before I close it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. That is time. It's just catching up with the final tickets from the looks of things. I'll let it catch up on those, and then we'll be good to go. Looks like it has caught up now. You've legit spent 5,000 channel points on tickets. Well, let's just hope that it gets you some doots here. This is potentially a conversion from Dootcoin into real doots. 492 tickets have been sold. That is pretty amazing. Okay, I think we're all ready to do the draw then. Let me make certain I press the right button and not the wrong button, because there is a wrong button and you don't want me to do that, because then all the tickets go away. So, if you're ready, let's release those big money balls. Drop them! Absolutely. There they all go. Good luck to you all on this draw on the 8th of January 2021 at 9:35 p.m. This is the National Doot Lottery. And let's start drawing those balls.
And the first ball is 1. And the second ball is 36.
I mean, there's 3 digits in there so far,
And
Dev.
the third ball is 48.
4 digits. Didn't get the 8.
And the fourth ball is 38. And the fifth ball is 47.
Well, apart from the one, very high draw.
And the sixth ball is 41.
Jeez, that's a high draw.
And the bonus ball is 18.
And there you go, that offsets it a bit more with an 18. So those numbers in ascending order. 1, 36, 38, 41, 47, 48, and our bonus ball, 18. Oh, don't you just love it? Did we get any major winners? We got Shadowbane, a decent win again. 221 doots on that. 328 from Score Count. 124 from Lupine. 128 Shapes. 394 on My. And that's all she wrote on the prizes from the looks of things. Well, there we go. Yeah, I just love Quizbot emphatically telling everyone they just want one doot. It's a doot. You know that you're off the mark with a doot. So there you go. Enjoy those doots. You want a doot? You want that negative doot happening, Quizzy Dan. Add doots. Quizzy Dan. -1. There you go. You're back to your singular doot. Give Dan's doot to someone else. Who wants a doot? I don't have a random pick option, but we can just randomly go for... you know what? Toadboy123, that's some payment for you. You can have a doot as payment. There you go. You've got yourself your payment doot. So congratulations to your winners there. Oh, hello, throat. That was not painful at all. Let's close that off for now. We'll retire the lottery for another time. And, of course, we've got some more games to play. So... to those Super 6, let's return back to the game and let's go to looking after number 1. Please excuse me, my throat is very dry. So we have Shadowmane 8, Clive on 10, Dockrish 13, Samster 34, Real Dev 40, and Inisk 49. So we've got 3 low numbers and then 3 high numbers, and then sort of no one really in the middle. Let's quickly go over the rules. I'm sure all 6 of you know how this works, but just for anyone else watching along at home and don't know, basically like round number 1, except the answers are just the 6 you can see before you for those 6 podiums. First to give me an answer will buzz in. If you buzz in with the right answer and it is your own number, you keep yourself in play. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it is someone else's number, you will knock that other person out. If you buzz in with the if you buzz in with the wrong answer, should I say, and it's either your number, someone else's number, or another number entirely that we're not even considering, then you'll knock yourself out. If no one answers within the allotted time for question, then whoever should have answered to keep themselves in play will get knocked out. Rinse and repeat until just one player remains. Simple as that. Are you all ready, Super 6? Let's play looking after number 1. Good luck to you, fingers on those numbers. Please refrain from the rank command while we have the game live, please, so that they are able to read the message. And if you're ready, fingers on numbers. Here's the question. How many total players are there in the 49ers? Inca, say 49. Keeping yourself in play. Answer is, indeed, 49. You are right. Say something else in chat if you need to clear out and prevent Twitch from stopping you from saying the same thing twice in a row in 30 seconds. And if you're ready, fingers on those numbers. Here's another question. How many people are in Leonardo da Vinci's painting The Last Supper, Dev? You say 40. It would be very interesting if there were that many people, but the answer I have on my card is 13. I believe it's 12 plus 1 is the total number there, so 13. So I'm afraid, Dev, it's not your number. You managed to keep someone else in play, and you've knocked yourself out. But a nice, hilarious answer, and a great face to see there as we say goodbye to you. Here in the dark. So Dogfish there is safe from not answering there. Yeah, in fact was kept safe because the second person answering there was Clive, and Clive did give the right answer, so it would have been an elimination had it not been for Dev answering so soon with their number. Remaining players, fingers on numbers. Here's the question. You all remember the ITV game show Freeze Out, right? Stop screaming, I have a question for you, Clive. Can you tell me how many episodes it lasted? You say 10. It's your number, you think. Is that the answer? It is indeed the answer. You keep yourself in play. You are the only one to answer, Clive. So very well played. Remaining players again, fingers on numbers. Here is your next question. What is the value of the letter Z in the game of Scrabble? Inca was first to answer with an answer of 407. That's a bit of a typo if I ever saw it. I think he's trying to game it by having multiple answers ready in chat and then trying to delete letters or numbers as appropriate. But unfortunately, there is no tile with the value of 407 in Scrabble. At least that's what I'm aware of, unless there's some hyperinflation going on. No, the answer we were looking for there, Inca, was 10. I'm sure you know that. I'm afraid 407 is what you plugged in. That's what I have to accept as your answer. It is a wrong answer. You've knocked yourself out, and we have to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And then there were 4. We only have Samster left on the high end. We still have 8, 10, and 13 on the low end, though. Still very tight at the bottom. Remaining 4 players, fingers on numbers. Here is your next question. The top rim of a regulation basketball hoop must be exactly how many feet off the floor, Clive? You say 8. Hoping for the punt here. Answer I'm looking for was 10. It's your number. You answered incorrectly. You've kept Shadowmane in play, as it were. Unfortunately, you've knocked yourself out. We have to say goodbye. You're in the dark. And then there were 3. 8, 13, 34. The numbers left in play. It's a great punt, but unfortunately did not go the right way. Kept the remaining players in play. So to Shadowmane, Dogfish and Samster, fingers on numbers. Here's your next question. In bingo calls, which number is unlucky for some? Dogfish with 13, their own number. Can also reveal Shadowmane and Samster with those same answers, but you were first. Answer looking for was indeed 13. You are right. Say something else if you need to clear it. Fingers on those numbers. Here's your next question. Which is the first number which is neither prime nor semi-prime? 5 seconds. At the last moment, Shadowmane buzzing in. Went with the answer of 8. Taking a risk. Well, it is your number, so you're essentially keeping yourself in play and putting the hands of yourself. But is it right? It is right. Very well played, Shadowmane. Just at the last moment, you keep yourself in the game, and that's what matters. Fingers and numbers, the remaining 3. Here's your question. If you consider 0 the first, what is the 10th number in the Fibonacci sequence? Samster. You say 34. Seems reasonably large that it could be. Answer looking for is indeed 34. You are right. Clear it, chat, if you need to. Carrowfield Dogfish also answered the same way, but Samster got there first. Fingers on numbers. Here's your next question. The biblical Last Supper is often portrayed as having how many people in attendance? Same question, written slightly differently. Dogfish went with 13. Can reveal again. Samster did answer, but unfortunately was too slow. Answer looking for is... It is 13. You are right, Dogfish. You keep yourself in play. Say something else if you need to clear it out. We keep going. Fingers on numbers again. Next question is... In the name of Joss, if you take the alphanumerical positions of the letters in Joss and add them together, what do you get, Samster? You went with 34. Seems reasonable because, like, S is in the 20s area, O is sort of like 15. Kind of, like, seems like that kind of magnitude. answer looking for is indeed 34. Can't do the exact math right off the top of my head, but it's the ballpark, and that makes sense. Maybe if it was a 33, 34, 35 left in play, it would have been a bit harder to work out. But having straight 34, I think, was quite easy. And we've run out of music. So we keep going. Fingers on numbers. Here's your next question. How many blue triangles are on the Union Jack, the flag of the United Kingdom? Dogfish. You answered 8. Charlemagne did also answer 8, but was just a little bit slower. Answer we're looking for was... It is 8. It is the right answer. So, Dogfish, you have knocked out Charlemagne. And after a hard-fought battle, we have to say goodbye, I'm afraid, Charlemagne. Very well played, but you take 3rd place. And now the music returns because we now up the tension to the deal between Dogfish at 13 and Samster at 34. One of you will advance through to the Wonderwall, where you can win up to 1 million doots. Good luck to you two. Here's your question. How many stripes are on the US flag? Dogfish was first, Samster very close behind. Answer of 13. We were looking for 13 is correct. We move on. Next question is... Argument out of range exception. Index was out of range. Must be non-negative and less than the size of the... What? Have we run out of questions? Don't say we've run out of questions. I think we've run out of 13 and 34 questions. Well then, if I press the continue button, it's not going to do anything because it's exceptioned out. Well then, we have officially beaten winning lines. Can I resume it? That's the question. Can I resume it in some way? That's pretty special. Both get a Wonderwall. I'll do that. That's the easier fix, is both of you will get a Wonderwall. So we can do that. Yeah, both of you will get a Wonderwall, so congratulations to Dogfish and Souster. Both of you are winners. Right, more questions, everyone. The solo Wonderwall is back. Right then. I'm going to have to stop the game and sort of advance the game. So, Dogfish and Samster. What I need to do is... that and that. Just write some names down. And what I'm going to do is... Briefly, I'm going to change the screen to a different layout so that the... Oh, because the root code's still going to get sent out, though. I'm going to change the channel it sends messages to. No, because then that's going to affect the Wonderwall. All I'm going to say is, please do not... Hello. I can't hear that alert. I know that it's happening, but I can't hear the alert. But thank you for the 100 bits, Matt. Okay. I'm going to be starting the game up. Do not, and I repeat, do not enter the room code when it comes up. Only... For this game, Dogfish, enter in the room code, please. Because then I can fast track you all the way through to the Wonderwall. Anyone else, please do not enter in a room code. Thank you very much. Let me do the best winning lines. Do the... You know, I'm going to just skip it. Do that. Hello. Next round. So, Dogfish, please put in SZOS. Thank you. There we go. We are through. See me spinning around, and we are sorted just like that. So, Dogfish, welcome to the Wonderwall. All of the drums, absolutely. I think you know how this goes. 49 answers on the board, each with the number 1 through 49. Give you 20 correct answers in 4 minutes and you can get yourself 1 million doots. Give me a wrong answer, it's a strike, 3 strikes and you're out. You can pass up to twice. You can pit up to twice and stop that clock for 15 seconds at a time. When we get near the end of the game, so 30 seconds left of the clock, or you've got 2 strikes in hand, then you can bail, and you must bail with the money, otherwise you will not get it, unless of course you get up to that million, and it will auto bail for you. Are you ready to play Dogfish? I hope you are. Good luck, and let's play Wonderwall! advance, please! And ignore that rank command. So here is your Wonderwall for up to 1 million doots. I'm sure you know the extra commands of left, middle, and right, and also changing the speed as well if you need to. And if you are ready, here is your first question. A body of rotating water formed by opposing currents meeting goes by what name? It is a whirlpool, yes. John Craven presented over 3,000 episodes of which BBC children's news show? Answer's up there somewhere. Can you find it? No, it's News Round. What's one strike? On what birthday can a British teenager have a legal drink? Answer's up there somewhere. Can you find it? Looking to the left. See it up there. There it is. 18th is correct. 3 minutes left. Which is the largest US state by area? Alaska is correct. On which island is New York's Bronx district? Here's your first pit. Okay, the question again. On which island is New York's Bronx district? 2 minutes and 39 left on the clock. You have one strike. You still have both your passes. Currently on 3 questions, so that's 7,500 doots so far in the bank. And we are now back in play. What's the answer, Dogfish? Can you find it? If you can't, then pass it. There it is. 38 Manhattan is correct. Known in China as Douyin, what is the name of a Chinese video sharing social networking service? TikTok is correct. The Chinese American dish consisting of meat and egg cooked with vegetables and a starchy sauce is chop what? Sui is correct. Which American game show used a piece of stock music called Tuning Up as its theme song? Welcome, bruh, to the channel. We play interactive quiz shows here, as you can see. Dogfish on the pass there. Which name for a breed of cat is also the name of a Celtic ethnic group originating from the Isle of Man? Manx is correct. In the 1962 track, Bert Kaempfert and his orchestra took us on a swingin' what? Safari is correct. The TV show Mad Men is primarily set in which decade? 1.5 minutes left. You still have one pass. You still have one pit. Currently on 30,000 doots. You can still get a question wrong and continue. That's your last pass gone. Which fasteners used for binding pieces of paper together shares its name with a US-based office supply chain? Staples is correct. What style of sandwich from Louisiana consists of meat or seafood and other fillings on New Orleans? No, a po' boy is the answer. Bailout is now active. Which famous scientist is often associated with a cat, a box, and radioactivity? 1 minute left. Answer's up there somewhere. Can you find it? Schrödinger is correct. 45 seconds left now. Which comedian presented the first 2 series of the BBC One panel show Would I Lie to You? First 2 series. That's your last pit. Here's the question again. Which comedian presented the first 2 series of the BBC One panel show Would I Lie to You? You can't get a question wrong, so if you're not certain, you might as well bail, but you still have 41 seconds of thinking time, and we are back in play. Deaton, Angus Deaton is correct. Full name required on this one. Who hosted the BBC game show Pressure Pad? Lots of hosted of game show questions here. 25 seconds left. Don't forget, you do need to bail with the money. Otherwise, you'll leave with nothing. Not the foggiest. Gonna bail on 16 seconds left. Don't blame me at all. Pressure Pad was hosted by John Barrowman, if my memory serves correctly. Yes, it is indeed. Other questions. TV show Mad Men is set in the 60s. Tuning Up is where is it? tuning up is the $10,000 pyramid. And that's all the questions you did not get the answer to see earlier. So, very well played, Dogfish, and you get yourself an extra 60,000 doots to add to your several 3 million that you already have. So, you know, it's sort of a drop in the water for you, that kind of value. Okay, one more Wonderwall to do. So, Samster, get yourself ready. Everyone else, just again, please refrain from entering in the room code while we do this. We'll just quickly fast track this for Samster. So, Samster, get ready for the room code. Ito, thank you. There we go. All sorted. You know the rules, so do I. Let's go. Wonderwall! Tornado spin, pretty much. Reveal the answers, please. Here you go, Samster. So this is your Wonderwall for up to 1 million Doots, Samster. And it's not debug mode, Ben. That is, if all else fails and I don't have enough players, then just pick enough players to make it work. And if you're ready, here you go, Samster. What's that horrifying thing Australians eat that's just buttered bread covered in sprinkles? And we're going slightly faster. Fairy bread is correct. Which comic book hero has an assistant called Robin? Batman is correct. Who is usually credited with inventing the light bulb? Love the catch-all term of usually credited. Thomas Edison is correct. What colour flag in motorsport means no overtaking? There's your first pit. That question again. What colour flag in motorsport means no overtaking? Currently on 3 correct answers. That's 7,500 doots. Currently a clean streak at the moment. No strikes. Still 2 passes. And you're back in play. No, correct answer is yellow. What is a walnut? Time for your 50-50 answer of the day. What is a walnut? Seed is correct. In a traditional children's bedtime story, Winkin, Blinkin and Nod sailed on a river of crystal light in a shoe made of what? 3 minutes left. 1 strike on the board, but you can still get another question wrong and continue. Two minutes and 45 left now. Wood is correct. Which new type of passenger ferry was introduced in 1959? Gonna pass it. 1 more pass left. What term is used for Japan's national beverage, a rice wine? Sake is correct. 2.5 minutes left. Surname, who composed the score for Game Freak's Little Town Hero? Fox is correct. Very well played. Brown, rainbow and lake are types of which fish? Still have 1 pass, still have 1 pit. Trout is correct. Which team did Liverpool FC face in the 2019 UEFA Champions League final? 2 minutes and 3 left on the clock. This is your last pit. Question again. Which team did Liverpool FC face in the 2019 UEFA Champions League final? Currently on 30,000 doots in the bank, and we are back in play. Tottenham Hotspur is correct. 2 minutes left now. What is the capital of Kansas? What is the capital of Kansas? Or Kansas? Topeka is correct. What is the capital city of the United Arab Emirates? Halfway to the million. One and a half minutes left on the clock. Abu Dhabi is correct. Which small microphone, also known as a lapel mic, shares its name with a kind of necklace? Looking to the left. No, it's a lavalier or lav mic. Now active. Sudanese, Javanese and Malay are the 3 most widely spoken languages by number of native speakers in which Asian country? 1 minute left. You do still have 1 pass, but you cannot get a question wrong. Get a pass. No more passes now. Before switching to Californian locations in 2013, what were versions of Mac OS named after? Cats is correct. 40 seconds left. In the famous Wendy's ad campaign, actress Clara Peller angrily asks, "Where's the what?" Beef is correct. Where was the TV series Coronation Street filmed before it's moved to Media City, UK in 2013? 30 seconds left. You cannot get it wrong. We'll get another 10,000 dukes in the bank if you get this right. 20 seconds left. 15. Don't forget you do need to bail if you're not certain. 10 seconds. The answer's up there somewhere. 5 seconds. Ooh, and there is the bail on the 4-second mark. I think it's Granada Studios, number 49. Was it that? It is indeed Granada Studios at number 49. That was the answer to that question. Previous question we had Sudanese, Javanese, and Malay. They are from they are Indonesia. Type of passenger ferry was a hovercraft. Yeah, I know. It's a contested issue, so that's why I was sort of like chuckling at the usually credited part of the question, just so they can cover their bases. That we're looking for the obvious answer, not the unobvious answer. But very well played there, Samster, and you get yourself another 80,000 doots to your total. That is a lot of suspense in that game. Oh, okay. It's gone 10 p.m, but I think we've got enough time for one more game if we could play it quickly, because we don't need to do another lottery, so we'll just play one more very quick game. So now you can put the room code in this time. And of course, because we're playing the game proper, let's do the intro. If 30 or 34 get through, then it just happens. Wonderballs all round, absolutely. Hit me, as always. Hello again. So for the final time this evening, this is the room code. CSIQ. CSI, but somewhere though with the letter Q. Anyone know a capital city with a Q? Or a city name with Q? Quebec, there you go. CSI Quebec. The new Canadian version that we always wanted. CSI Quebec or Quito. CSI Quiche. CSI Qatar, that'd be an interesting one. CSI Quahog. This ain't no Family Guy. Enhance. Wait, enhance. 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 No, it's just making it blurrier and blurrier. It don't work. Why don't it work? You want to see that felt? Hang on then. I can do it properly then, where it actually does work. Hang on. Let's zoom it in. Let's zoom it in. Let's zoom it in. Hang on, move the camera a bit. Let's zoom it in. Let's keep zooming it in. Zoom it in. There you go. There's the very boring material that is on the seat there. And also those are light probes. Ignore the probes. Absolutely. Just oh, you want the zoom in on the fill? All right, hang on, one moment. Let me do this then. Focus on the fill. There you go. Focus on the fill. There he is. There we go. We should have a new dynamic camera angle from here now. There we go. Why are his eyes shooting yellow lasers? I don't see any yellow lasers. I mean that. Oh, those yellow lasers. Yeah, those are light probes. Those are the lookup vectors for the light probes. Yeah. So he's not shooting those. So yeah, that's what I get to do on a daily basis as a games developer. Just zoom in on things. Okay, hi. Who's got that avatar? Anyway, let's return back to the normal view. There we go. Okay, last chance to join here. I'm not going to do the winning lines this time. I'm just going to get through this. So, if you're ready, let's play some winning lines. And there you all are. Say my number if you're using one of the Anony avatars. I don't think anyone is this time, so you all have a special avatar. Quickly go over the rules. You're going to see a question in chat and also on screen. The answer to which is going to be a number. Give me that number, give it fast, give me it the fastest, and you'll advance through to looking after number one. Give me a wrong answer, you're going to knock yourself out. And you don't want to do that because then you cannot advance to looking after number one. However, even if you do give me a wrong answer, you can continue to answer other questions afterwards to get yourself some extra doots, because every correct answer here will get you, I think, 100 doots. And if you're the fastest, you get yourself 1,000 doots. I think those are the values I put in. So yeah, we just do that 6 times over until we get 6 players. Or we do that more than 6 times over until we get 6 players, essentially. So I think that makes sense. You can either do public chat or you can do a whisper to QuizBot 3000. Either or will work. And if you're all ready, I think we're all ready. Let's play Winning Lines. Good luck to you all. And your first question, fingers on those numbers. So I focus on the things I need to know. First question is, how many eyes does a Cyclops have? How many eyes does a Cyclops have? Words. How many eyes does a Cyclops? I got it right the first time. How many eyes does a Cyclops have? Hopefully, this is a nice, easy start for everyone. We'll like your pink if you played. We've got 36 players out of the 49 answering this question. Ben's saying that's 3 games I've gone out on the first question, or rather the first one I played. So, for everyone in chat then, Ben, what answer did you give? I mean, I know I'll see, but I'm 14. I can tell you the answer's not 14. Cyclops has just 1. And I'm afraid, Ben, you're the only one to go wrong there. So on the first question, it's a swift departure, but we have to say goodbye, Ben. But as I say, you can continue to answer questions afterwards for some doots. That means to the other 35, hey, you all go gold because you're all eligible to be picked. Now, I'm expecting there to be some very tight times here. So yeah, there's sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Top 12 are less than 4 seconds. If you extend that to 5 seconds, you've got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Top 24 were in 5 seconds. What was your time? Your time was 4.1842. It was not the fastest by quite a margin, actually. You were sort of sitting in the middle of the correct responders' times. That's the sort of a margin you're looking at. So 4.1842 is sort of a middle average time out of all of these, which is quite ridiculous to say. So, top 3 in reverse order. We have, you know what? I've just said the name pretty much. 3.4429 seconds was Clive of Legend. In second place, with a time very close there, 3.1448. 3.4148. If I put the digits in the right order, 3.4148 seconds is Shadowmane. And the fastest, only by a slim margin, a tenth of a second, with a time of 3.3184 seconds, was, you'll find out in a moment, Stormwolf, because it shows all the times that were correct in a moment. Fastest player was Jerry Eris. Very well played, Jerry. You are the first one through, and here are all the other times on screen. Matt the Ref and Toadboy were tied on the same frame. Scrolling all the way down there. Stormwolf there, you locked in with 7.981 seconds. So you might be running on a slightly lower, slightly slower stream than everyone else. Just watch chat, because chat is king, and that'll let you know when to lock in and answer. But Jerry, you're the first one through. Lose the 3, keep the 0, and this is sort of a meaningless winning line, but we still do it anyway. First digit in the winning line is a 0. So 1 player through, 1 player eliminated, unfortunately, Ben. But of course, like I say, even if you are eliminated, you can continue to answer for some doots. Okay, are any players? Get ready. Stop saying that. Everybody, get ready. Fingers on numbers. Here is question number 2. Queen Victoria's coronation took place in the year 18 what? Just 2 digits required. 18 what? Fill in the blank. Queen Victoria's coronation took place in the year 18 what? Be interested to see how many answer this question. We'll like you pink if you played. 4 have answered this question. The answer that I'm looking for, it definitely starts with an 18 as the year, but just the 2 digits we're looking for was a 3 followed by an 8. 38. 1838 was the year. We were looking for the answer of 38. If you gave me 38, we'll light you blue. If you gave me anything else, then I'm going to light you red. And only one player got it right. Inisk and We Like Shapes went with 37, 1 year out. Hogamat went with 52, just a bit out. I'm afraid to you three, we have to say goodbye. But to Danny Lee Dorber, it was a late lock-in, but you're the only one eligible to move on through with a correct answer. With a time of 15.391 seconds, congratulations, you are through to looking after number 1. That is one of those again where they're locked in at the last possible moment, but because they were the only one to get it right and legible, then they get through to looking after number 1. So very well played. Absolutely did. So Danny, sit tight. We'll be playing looking after number 1 in a moment, but of course you can continue to answer questions in this round while it's still live. Lose the 0, keep the 3. Second digit in our winning line that we don't care about is a 3. Okay, 2 players through. 4 players have been eliminated, but as I say, everyone can still answer. Get ready, fingers on numbers. Here is question number 3. Which number US president was George W. Bush? Which number US president was George W. Bush? Okay, we'll let you pink if you played. We have 19 players answering this question. I mean, we're just using the standard numerical ordinal number that they use for presidency. Answer we're looking for here for George W. is 43. 4 and 3. 43 is the answer we're looking for. Obama being 44, and then Donald J. Trump 45, and Biden soon to be 46. So, to those that gave me 43, we will light you blue. Anything else, we will light you red. Just Holgamat went 1 off there, went with 44, but they have already been eliminated, so weren't in contention anyway. Who is up for contention, though, out of the correct answers? 15. I suppose technically could be 47, depends on if Pence gets placed as president for a temporary period of time. So 15 players eligible to be picked for looking after number 1. In third place, because I can't say anything these days, in third place, with a time of 5.8066 seconds, was Blue Jay Fox. Very good time, but unfortunately not fast enough. Second place, with a time of 5.0922 seconds, was Milk Like Substance. Again, really good time, just a tad too slow. Fastest player, though, with a time of 4.6807 seconds. Congratulations to Jack Wilfred, who is sensibly masking up for the 49ers. Thank you very much for your consideration. Jack Wilfred, congratulations. You are through to looking after number 1. And we lose the 0, keep the 7. Third digit in our winning line is a 7. Halfway through. 3 players through. 4 players eliminated. Everyone can still answer, though. Remaining players, get ready. Fingers on those numbers. Here comes question number 4. How many faces do the Hindu god Shiva have? How many faces does the Hindu god of Shiva have? No one answering? Very interesting, very slow responses here. I almost thought we'd have no one coming through, but we do have a total of 5 responders here. The answer we're looking for, quite aptly, is actually 5. So if you gave me 5, then I'll light you blue. If you gave me anything else, then I'm going to light you red. Jack Wilfred with 2, Puzzle Dan with 2, Babra with 2, Shapes with 8. Would you look at that? Samster. Although you locked in nearly the last one there, you were penultimate in with your time. You did get it right, and you're the only one that has gone gold here. So, Samster, you're making a return to looking after number 1. Thought you'd take a punt, and there you go. Just like that, because no one else got it right. Then you take that position. A lot of tortoise guesses this game, apparently so. So Samster will lose the one to keep the 6th. 4th digit in a million line is a 6. We don't really care about that. Let's get rid of that. So, 2 places left now. If you are still in contention to join as a player in looking after number 1, i.e. you have not been knocked out or advanced through, then maybe you should start considering guessing, even if you're not particularly certain on the question. As I say, correct answers will still get you some doots. So the remaining, to everyone, fingers on numbers. Here is question number 5. Adding together a fiver, a tenner, and a pony of British money, then taking away £2 leaves you with how many pounds? How up are you on your UK slang of money? Okay, we'll light you pink if you played. We have 7 players in. So, a fiver is pretty obviously a fiver, so £5. A tenner is obviously a tenner, so £10. A pony is, I believe, 25? Something like that. Yeah, I believe a pony is 25. So a fiver, a tenner, and a pony. Add those together, so 5, 10, and 25. You add that together, you get yourself up to 40. But then you take away £2, £2. Leaves you with a total of 38. So if you gave me 38, I'm going to light you blue. Anything else, Samster, I'm going to light you red. Even though you are still through, I am still going to have to show your number on screen. It's a very nice number. So, 4 players got it right, 3 got it wrong. Connor and Arden Fett on 33, just £5 off there. But Blue Jay Fox, Saber Star, Shapes and Tipster getting it right. But out of those that are up for contention, because Shapes has already been eliminated, then we are left with Fox, Saber Star and Tipster in no particular order other than alphabetical. Hello there, Big Screen Quiz. Welcome. We're just sort of closing this game off. We're not going to be doing another game after this, no, because we're sort of running late already. So you just have to watch along. But out of those 3, who is the fastest, who is the slowest? So let's go in reverse order. In 3rd place with a time of 10.6498 seconds was Tipster. Pretty good time, but just a bit too slow, I would say. 2nd place with a time of basically 1.6 seconds faster than that, with a time of 9.0835 seconds was Saber Star, which means because we only have one player left to reveal, 7.6576 seconds. Congratulations to Blue Jay Fox. You finally get yourself through. You are through to looking after number 1. Lose the 2, keep the 8, and our 5th digit is an 8. We don't care about the winning line in this game. So that's 5 players through, 1 spot left to fill now. So if you're still up for contention to get through, then you may as well guess here, because this could potentially be the last question. And of course, everyone that's been knocked out or advanced through, you may as well guess, because it's a freebie and you can get yourself some doots if you get a right answer. Fingers on numbers, everyone. Here is question number 6. In the UK, how many imperial gallons are there in a standard beer barrel? How many imperial gallons are there in a standard beer barrel? Well, like your pink if you played. 24 players attempting this question here. And we have a wide range of answers here. We've got answers all the way from 4 up to 72. So quite a wide margin of answers. Oh no, sorry. Connor of the eliminated players went with 69,420 as a meme answer. I'm just ignoring that because it's a meme answer. So, in a standard beer barrel, the term there, barrel, the answer I'm looking for is 36. If you gave me 36 as your answer, I'm going to light you blue. If you did not, then I'm going to light you red. It's a massacre! No one got it right! Eliminated or otherwise. Everybody that answered got it wrong. So there's no one up for contention to go through on this question, which means if you abstained, that was the best play to make, because now you're in for a great opportunity to get through to looking after number one. Still have to do the ding because sequences, but that is where we are now. If you've not been knocked out yet, then this is your last chance potentially. So we are looking here at podium number 2, 4, 15, 17, 39, 40, and 42. You are the only players left that could advance through to looking after number one here. We are going to get another question here, so you all those that got knocked out, you all still at least get a chance to get some doots here. If by some fluke we get all of the human players getting knocked out or eliminated, then we will recycle the players. It's not properly happened in live play before. It's gotten close, but we've not had that happen before. But we will do it if it happens. So to those that have not been knocked out yet, this is your prime opportunity. So definitely get ready to answer here. Those that have been eliminated, you can of course still answer for some doots. So this is interesting, isn't it? If you're all ready, fingers on numbers. Here is the question. How many bones does the average adult human body have? How many bones does the average adult human body have? A correct answer has come through and from one of the remaining players, so we are definitely finishing on this question. We're going to light you pink if you played. 28 players attempting the question. The answer that I have on my card here is 206. 206 is what you need to give me to get through to looking after number one. If you gave me those numbers in that order, I'm going to light you blue. Anything else, I'm going to light you red. Mixture of answers, some with typos in, there's some one digits off. So that's pretty much the call there. It's just 1 digit off or an additional digit that shouldn't be there. But everyone that was wrong wasn't in contention anyway, so we'll say goodbye to them for now. Out of the 19 that gave me a right answer, though, only 4 are going to go gold here because they have not been knocked out yet. Again, in no particular order other than alphabetical, we have here Ben's J, Cetra, Stormwolf, and Tipster. I am going to reveal all the times because there's only 4 players in contention here, so I may as well reveal the time. So in 4th place, with a valiant effort with 15.8931 seconds, it is Stormwolf48. Did get the right answer, but unfortunately you were the slowest there. So I'm afraid you're just going to have to sit tight. You got yourself some dukes, though. Third place, with a time of 12.3010 seconds, is Tipster. Pretty good, but unfortunately, the two players ahead of you locked in half of your time. So we then jump with a time of 6.3926 seconds is Ben's J, which means Cetra, we haven't called your name yet, with a time of 5.2858 seconds. Congratulations, Cetra, you're through to looking after number one. Just like that. And for your curiosity out there that did answer correctly but have been knocked out earlier, the fastest 3 times were Jack Wilfred with 4.7762, then it was Ape with 4.3358, and the fastest out of all was Jerry with 4.0565. Those are the fastest out of all the players, in contention or not. But Cetra, you were the fastest of those that could still advance. So Cetra will lose the 0, keep the 4. Winning line has a 4. Put it in numerical order: 0, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And argument null, exception value cannot be null. But hopefully I should still be able to run the next round anyway. There we are. So welcome to looking after number 1 Super 6. We have some very interesting numbers here. We have Danny on number 3, Cetra adjacent on number 4, Jack Wilfred on pretty much adjacent number 7, Samster 16, Blue Jay 28, and Jerry pretty much adjacent 30. There are some really cozy chunks here. This could be a very, very interesting looking after number 1. So we do have some new names here, so let's quickly go over the rules of this round. So it's a bit like round number 1, except the answers are only the 6 numbers you see before you: 3, 4, 7, 16, 28, and 30. It's only going to be one of those 6 possible answers. Whoever gives me an answer first will buzz in. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it is your own number, then you'll keep yourself in play. If you buzz in with the correct answer and it is someone else's number, then you will knock that person out of the game. If you buzz in, though, with a wrong answer, regardless of if it's your number, someone else's number, or another number that we're not even considering, then you will knock yourself out of the game. If no one answers the question in the allotted time, then whoever should have answered in the time will be eliminated. We keep doing this until only one player remains, and they will advance through to the Wonder Wall. That is the game. Good luck to you all. You can answer either in public chat or whisper. And what I will also recommend is, while between questions, is to say something else in chat so that Twitch doesn't prevent you from saying the same exact thing twice in a row, because it is possible that it will pick the same number for 2 questions on the trot. So just bear that in mind, that if you are using public chat, to say something else in between numbers so that you can say the same number again in a shorter amount of time. Okay, Super 6, good luck to you. Let's play. You can indeed still give answers to QuizBot 3000 and you aren't beholden to those rules. So yes, you can do that as well, Blue Jay, no problem. Let's play looking after number 1. Oh, this is going to be a good game. Good luck to you all. Fingers on those numbers. Here's your question. In the sitcom Outnumbered, how many children did the Brockmans have? Samster. You went with 3. Jack Wilfred also said 3. Danny Lee went with 4. The answer I'm looking for was... It is 3. It is the correct answer from Samster. Danny, I'm afraid that was your number. You didn't answer fast enough, and also you would have answered incorrectly anyway. We have to say goodbye to you. But thank you very much for playing, and you're in the dark. And just like that, Danny is out of the game. It's a cruel game. It's a very cruel game. And then there were 5 players. To the remaining 5, fingers on numbers. Here's your next question. How many players are there in a handball team? Jack Wilfred is offering 7, their own number, trying to keep themselves in play. It's a guess. Did they guess correctly? Answer looking for is... It is 7. You are correct to say that, Jack Wolford. You keep yourself in the game. Players, fingers, numbers again. Here is your next question. In what year BC did Cleopatra die? In what year BC? 5 seconds. Who's going to chance it? Blue Jay is going to chance it. Blue Jay is going with 30, going on the offensive here. If they decided not to answer, then it would have been up to whether the answer actually is 30 and Jerry being knocked out. But Blue Jay is going on the offensive here. So I was hoping the answer definitely is. Is the answer 30? It is 30 BC. What a great play from Blue Jay Fox. That does mean, Jerry, that was your number. Blue Jay has knocked you out. And we have to say goodbye. You're in the dark. What a play. Also, there is an alert playing. I can't hear it. Thank you for the 5-month resub there, Hodders. Greatly appreciated. Lucky, well, you play the game however you want, and it's working out for you at the moment. 4 players left. Get ready, fingers on those numbers. Here is your next question. How old was Britney Spears when her debut single Baby One More Time was released in 1998? Jack. You say 16. Samster with a lot of Fs. Samster did also say 16, but was a bit slower. Blue Jay said 28. A bit slower still, but did not buzz in. Jack Wilfred is the buzzy here. Answer we're looking for is indeed 16. Very well played, Jack Wilfred. Samster just beating on the buzzer there, but we have to say goodbye. Very well played. And you're in the dark. Well, at least we are going to be getting a new winner on this Wonderwall here. We have left now Cetra on podium 4, Jack Wilfred on podium 7, and Blue Jay Fox on podium 28. To the remaining 3, fingers on numbers. Here's your next question. How many episodes of the ITV game show Shafted actually aired? Jack Wilfred is offering an opinion here of 4. Going on the offensive against Cetra here. Another guess. Well, you're hoping this guess is going to hit, because if not, you're going to knock yourself out. The answer I'm looking for is... It is 4. Jack Wilfred, you are right. Cetra. It's an unfortunate departure, Jack Wilfred on the offensive there, but he has knocked you out. And we have to say goodbye to you, Cetra, but very well played, and you're in the dark. So, we are left with Jack Wilfred at podium number 7 and Blue Jay Fox on podium 28, a multiple of 7. One of you will advance through to the Wonderwall. The other will take a hard-fought second place. A cat versus a fox. Will we have enough questions? Let's find out. To you two, fingers on numbers. Here is your question. How many letters are on the bottom row of a QWERTY keyboard? Blue Jay answering first. Jack Wilfred answering later. Jack Wilfred says GG. What was Blue Jay Fox's answer? 28! They just went for their own number, hoping it sticks. It didn't. The answer we're looking for was 7. There's 7 letters on the bottom left row of a QWERTY keyboard. Oh! So, after all of that, Blue Jay Fox, that's a wrong answer. So you've knocked yourself out. We have to say goodbye. And that means Jack Wilfred, in a flood of emotions, you have gotten through to the Wonderwall. You're running to your laptop. Will be 2 minutes. All right, Jack, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Just send me a message again once you're ready. Wow. What a turn up. Blue Jay, I thought it would be how many letters in alphabet of a certain language. I guess 28 could be a good guess there if you go for a QWERTY keyboard and number of letters, but we were just asking for the bottom row, so you didn't read the full question. But very well played otherwise. Cyrillic is about 36, something like that. And all sorts of other noises happening that I still can't hear because voice mod has broken things. But thank you for the gifted sub there from Samster to Danny Lee Dorber, and also Matt the Ref with 100 bits with a message saying, well played, Blue Jay. Arabic has 28. Hashtag for the love of brass. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't hear it, but it's going to the stream. I could see the bars happening. So I'm certain it is actually going out. Oh, well. I thought this was going to be a quick game, but it's been very, very interesting and just very tense. Like, the question 7 over the 49ers, and then some of the answering from people in Lucky After number 1 there is just, whew, top tier. That's why I love doing this kind of thing. I live for those moments. Oh, that was a superb battle. It really was. Absolutely clip-worthy. One thing I'm also planning on doing this year is trying to get highlight reels done. So hopefully try to upload a highlight video or something every now and then to YouTube. So that will definitely be on the highlight reel at some point. So if I'm just wondering if we should have a channel or something for mentioning these crystal tape material, that kind of thing, yeah. For mentioning hype moments that don't fit into a clip, so that we can do those as a proper highlight to that kind of thing, and we can do that as a video thing. 2021 New Year's resolution and all that. We're just going to wait for Jack Wilfred to make themselves available on a laptop, and then we'll be ready to play out the final part of this stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, by the way, everyone, and thank you very much for all the subs, all the bits, etc. You're ready? All right, we'll do that in a moment. I hope you've enjoyed the new addition to Winning Lines, where you're able to play in the 49ers. I hope it's nice that you've been able to do that. I may change some of the colouring again because some of it is a bit unnecessary, but hey, it's functional. I like the gold. It's something that's not in the main game, but gold looks nice. Highlights can export to YouTube, not auto probably, but certainly can export. So yeah, I'll do some more rounding off in a moment, but Jack Wilfred is ready. So let's move on to the Wonderwall. Here you are, Jack. I'm sure you know how this works. Quickly overgo the rules. Words are hard. It's the Wonderwall. It has 49 answers on it, each number 1 through 49. Give me 20 correct answers in 4 minutes. You get yourself 1 million dukes just like that. Give me a wrong answer, you get a strike, 3 strikes, and you are out. You can pass up to 2 questions. You can also pit up to twice each time, 15 seconds in addition. And that's basically it in a nutshell. You can also move to the left, middle, or right of the screen. You can also make it go faster or slower. Once we're in the last 30 seconds, or you have 2 strikes on your account, then you can bail. Simple as that. You must bail before time is up, or get to the million. Otherwise, you'll get nothing. So if you are ready, Jack Wilfred, let's play Wonderwall. Reveal the answers, please. This is your Wonderwall for 1 million dukes. It's quite a long answer there on number 27. Study it. And if you are ready, then let's get going. Here is your first question. Tom Kelly hosted which game show featuring the Gauntlet of Villains? I'm going to pass it. A Basenji is a breed of what animal? It is a dog, yes. How are Harry Potter fans called? Here's the answer there. Potterheads is correct. Pepperidge Farms makes a line of butter cookies featuring images of pieces from what board game? Chess is correct. Who was in a dispute over the invention of calculus with Isaac Newton? Goodness me. Really falling over my words today. Leibniz is correct. What key on a computer keyboard is also the name of a crossover SUV made by Ford since 2000? That's a good question, that. I like that. No, it's an Escape. 2.5 minutes left. Vilnius is the capital city of which European country? Lithuania is correct. What is the currency of Mexico? What is the currency of Mexico? Yes, peso is correct. In the painting American Gothic, the male figure was modelled after a person of what occupation? Dentist is correct. Which Ruth is married to TV presenter Eamon Holmes? Langsford is correct. 2 minutes left now. Which sportswear company uses the iconic swoosh as its logo? Still have one pass. You still have both pits. Nike is correct. Leslie Nielsen played Frank Drebin in which short-lived... You're going to pass it. No more passes left. What are you most likely to do in a velodrome? Don't forget you still have those 2 pits. There is that first pit. Here's the question again. What are you most likely to do in a velodrome? You're currently on 40,000 doots. Next one will get you another 10,000 doots to your total. And if you are ready, 1 minute 26 on the clock, we're back in play. Ride a bike is correct. Which fashion model said that we don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day? It's that one. Beta is now active. Which rainbow colour comes first in most mnemonics? Mnemonics. Less than a minute. Can't get a question wrong though. No more passes. Red is correct. 50 seconds left. Which chocolate company makes cream eggs? Cadbury's is correct. What letter represents 1,000 in Roman numerals? 40 seconds left. You still have one pit. So there's an extra 15 seconds. 30 seconds left. M is correct. 30 seconds left now. Which tool shares its name with a martini made with vodka and orange juice? You're pitting. That's your last pit. Here's that question again. What tool shares its name with a martini made with vodka and orange juice? Currently sitting on 80,000 doots. Can't get a question wrong. Cannot pass. Don't forget, you need to bail the money. And we're back in play. And you're gonna bail! Just couldn't find it. I'm sure it's a screwdriver, which would be on number 20. Is it a screwdriver? It is indeed a screwdriver on number 20. Other questions we had there. Leslie Nielsen was, of course, Police Squad. He actually came up earlier, which is very interesting. Tom Kennedy hosted which game show featuring the Gauntlet of Villains? That was, whew, of course. A combination guaranteed to make you say, whew. What a final game indeed. And Jack Wilfred, you get yourself 80,000 doots added to your bank. Bring back whew. It just requires a lot of clues. It's very clue heavy because you have 5 on each level and you only get to normally see about 1 on each level. So it's quite disgusting the amount of clue turnover for that. So I do applaud them for doing it, especially applaud them for doing that special stream we had last year. So maybe in future, but there's lots of other things on the docket. Speaking of which, I need to press a button to go to the soon screen so you can see what we're coming up soon on Quiz Night. So next week we've got the Vault on Wednesday, and then we have Catnip hosting the mini-finals of Goldmine on Friday. Week after that we have Turnabout, so we've got some Team Turnabout 25, that kind of stuff happening, and Outright on the Friday. The week after that we have the Return of Million Doot Drop, which would be interesting to see how that goes. Again, with Goldmine following that up, that is the finals of Goldmine. And then, yes, that new entry at the bottom of the list there, 1,000 Heartbeats is returning back at the top of February, Wednesday, 3rd of February at 8 p.m. GMT. So that's what you're going to look forward to from me. Of course, tomorrow you've got Ben doing his usual stuff. I don't know actually. Is he doing some risky business or is he doing some escape artist? That kind of stuff. Anyway, you've got to look forward to over on Ben's stream. Then we have Ben also back again. Both. Well, there you go. Then of course back on Tuesday with with a classic and stuff and things. Of course, do join the Discord because I'm sure we're about to go to a Beat the Chasers watch along over in the Discord and all sorts of other watch alongs because this being the last Jeopardy episode of Alex Trebek, and all sorts of things happening alongside that in the scheduling. Let me have a look at the list myself again. So we've got Alex Trebek's final episode, Beat the Chasers watch along, and there may be some games and stuff going on afterwards as well. So I'm going to be over there in a moment. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for having fun here. And I'm going to catch you probably on Ben's stream tomorrow, and if not then Ben's stream on Tuesday, and if not then back here on Wednesday for stuff and things. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself down in lockdown wherever you are. Just try and enjoy yourself. Have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.